What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is the video you've been pretty much DMing me about. Eddie, did that CP3 fix that knocking? No. So that rail knock that I have at idle is still knocking. That, you know, click clunk. And we got Chris over here just ripping stuff out. Look at him. So we hope, guys, we've pretty much narrowed it down to, and for you guys out there, if you do have, you know, at idle this random
beast.
What is it? Is that for the injectors? Or
no, it's just
the cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't going back in. Does that have to go back? Oh, okay, guess not. Does that?
In California.
It doesn't have to go back in California?
No.
Why not? I kind of like it. I can.
Silencer, probably.
It just makes it.
Isolator.
Well, I kind of like what you can see now. What's going on? So, guys, if you guys remember the rail knock where this thing would idle great, and then after, like, I don't know, randomly I can go 20 minutes or 2 minutes, it would randomly fuel rail pressure would go bink, knock all the way to like 9,000. So we thought that it was going to be a fuel pressure sensor. So we got a fuel pressure sensor. That's not it. You guys can see all these sensors and FCAs, everything. We've tried everything. Oh, and we got the cam out of the CP4, if you guys remember the last video. I thought it needed to be pressed out, didn't. Chris said, no, you just slam it on this bench and bam, and sure enough, it did pop right out. But what's scary about this is, look at this. This thing's got some scratches in. Look at that. You guys see that? That's kind of scary to have, you know, all that in a truck with only 13,000 miles on it. So, but back to the sensor. So we tried pretty much all the sensors. We knew, because I tried a new one, it wasn't the FCA. We tried the fuel pressure sensor, and that didn't fix it. And we thought, well, maybe it's losing fuel oil pressure. We put a lift pump. That didn't fix it, which I wanted to add a lift pump anyways, and I want to do a CP3 anyways. So those two things, like, no biggie. I want to add it anyways. Let's just do it. So we did all that. That still did not fix the problem. There's only one sensor left, and this big dog right here. This is the fuel pressure regulator, they're calling it. And this thing sits on the very back of the fuel rail. So it's pretty much, there's no way in hell I can get this camera in there. But in the very back.
Oh, you can see it now.
Oh, you can see it now?
Yeah, you go up there.
Oh, all right. Here, let me see if I can. Oh, you pulled all the foam and everything out of it. So how the heck am I going to see this? Where's that flashlight? Let me see if I can show it to you guys. But it is all the way in the very back behind the, or it's right next to the
back of the rail.
Yeah, but it's next to the engine lift. I don't. Oh, okay, I can see it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that right. Oh, there's no way they're gonna be able to see this. Hold on. Right there. Where's my laser? I need my laser pointer. But it's in the very back, guys. And what sucks is you got a fuel line that's in the way, and you have the engine lift, that metal that's in the way, also in there. So. Well, Chris is here trying to rip it out and to see if he can get to it, and I can video it for you guys. So if you guys do have a rail knock like this, well, actually we don't even know if this is going to fix a problem. We're just crossing our fingers right now. But if we install this and this thing doesn't just randomly knock at idle, if you guys have that same problem, this is going to be the problem. Maybe, we're not sure yet. Now, how to take it out, we're not sure. He has so far just pulled the insulation out right here that's on the fuel line. Probably not going to be putting this back in because it doesn't get cold enough here. And it's, what did you say, it's for like noise too?
Probably noise density.
Noise density. We'll see how much louder it even gets, guys, if I can even, I don't know, if I can even tell a difference with, you know, with the hood closed and the insulation that's in the hood. But I'll let you know the easiest way to get to this when we figure out the easiest way to get to this. He might have to take apart more stuff. The only thing we've really taken apart so far, we just removed the transmission line, that little 10 mil, and another 10 mil for the engine oil. Remove that, and then pop the plug out for the harness, the main harness, out of the way. That's about it so far. All right, guys, well, just found out. So he's over here and just pretty much pulled.
Look in there now.
The whole harness off.
The top.
Yeah, there's pretty much, I mean, that because there's so much crap in the way. Oh, there, look at that. Oh, well, that's easy. So you see it right there. Oh, let me get my laser pointer. Right there. See that sensor? So that is the fuel pressure regulator in the very back. And that right there needs to, well, we don't know if it needs to be replaced. We hope it does. But he had to pull pretty much the wiring, all the sensors off right here. See all this? This, yeah, this. So you got to get all that out of your way so you can get to that booger right there. All right, guys, well, we got two, had to pull two off and not done yet. He's still pulling off. What a nightmare, I can't believe that. Pulling off one more line. We're hoping one more line and not the whole fuel rail itself. Well, because then we're gonna need a gasket and I don't have that gasket. So I hope we don't gotta do that because I'm trying to go to the desert tomorrow.
Let's take a Chevy.
No, I'm not taking that Duramax again. No way, not doing it. All right, guys, if your fuel pressure regulator goes out, you got two options. Either sell the truck, get rid of it, or you start pulling every single damn fuel line off, wiring harness off, the fuel rail off. Luckily for us, he said, Chris said it's going to clear the horn, the intake horn, so we don't have to pull that off, so we will not have to replace that gasket.
Look how restrictive it is, though.
What is?
The intake horn.
Oh, the intake horn? No, I know.
How cut down it is.
Look, yeah, it's the 90. It's a
There's
joke.
your power problem.
Well, I don't think it's just that. I think it's a lot of other stuff. That's why we got to do little turbos, injectors, all this goodies. But yeah, we are going to replace that intake horn right there, guys. But it looks like we're pulling the whole damn fuel rail out of this thing. So, well, if you guys want to see, you know, what the fuel rail looks like, stay tuned. Look at that. Fuel rail is out, guys. What holds that thing? Like 3 bolts, 4 bolts?
3 bolts.
3 bolts.
A bunch of lines.
Bam, there you go. We had to pull this whole freaking thing out just for that stupid sensor. And who knows, we probably got the wrong sensor, right? So if you guys want to know what the fuel rail line looks like in a 6.7 Cummins, there you go. This is it. Just a long shaft full of fuel lines. Or you guys can call it a common rail. But this was a sensor that we replaced that we thought was bad. This wasn't it. So now we're hoping it's this one right here. Look at this, guys. This is not good. So he just pulled the sensor out, and I don't know if you guys can see this. Check this out. Now, this is going to be hard for this camera to focus on this, but on the tips, I got to get it to try to focus on here. So on the tip, there you go. So you see how clean this one is, the new one? Look at this.
It's all scored.
Yeah, all scored, metal. What the hell? How does that even happen? That's great. There you go. Look at that, guys. Clean and just metal all over that thing. All right, guys, so we just put the new one in. We're not sure. It's a little scary why there was metal on that. We're not sure, but we're putting it back together. But if you guys do need to replace that sensor, it's a nightmare. It's not easy. And, you know, I'm going to feel sorry for you guys if you need a new fuel rail pressure regulator or fuel pressure regulator. Look at this, guys. This is why it's so important to add a lift pump, a fast 100 or 165. Everything we've taken apart, this thing, you know, these in here, this whole thing had rust inside the fuel system. Like, why is there so much rust in there? Which I understand, diesel fuel has a lot of water in it, but it's crazy how much stuff gets rusted, even though, you know, I mean, this truck only has 13,000 miles on it. So, I mean, hopefully we don't have any more issues, but that's why I did add a 165 lift pump in this truck, so I can get the cleanest fuel up to the, you know, the injectors, the fuel rail as possible, and hopefully not, you know, have a rusty system. So as of right now, guys, fuel rail is in, lines are going back on, and we'll start this thing up, let it idle, and see if it knocks. But that metal, I can't tell you guys where the heck that metal came from. Do you have any idea, Chris, where it could have came from?
No.
No, can't. I don't know, guys. I don't know why. We cleaned the rail out as best as we can. I mean, we blew air through it, put some brake cleaner through it. So that rail, you know, when we stuck the light in there, it looked pretty damn clean now. So hopefully there's nothing, you know, else in that rail. But he blew, I mean, he hit the air and poof, all kinds of crap blew out of it, came out of it. All right, guys. Well, out of all the piles and everything, truck is done. And I got to say, it's still not fixed. It's still clunking at idle. We have pretty much no idea what this problem is. It's just still doing this random burping. So if your guys' truck's doing that but don't have an answer, we tried FCA, we've tried fuel rail pressures, we've tried fuel pressure regulator. We have done
CP3.
Yeah, CP3. We have done lift pump. Yeah, I don't know. I'm out of ideas, dude.
Electronics, injectors.
I don't know. That's gonna be but injectors. I don't know. Why would a dude only at idle?
Tuning.
Tuning though, the guy sold hundreds of tunes in the same truck. Well, guys, no idea. Did not fix it. I got no idea what the hell is wrong with this thing. Why it keeps doing this random knock. And some of you guys asked me, Eddie, what do you mean by it? So this thing will like literally sit idle, and you'll watch the fuel pressure go to from 61, 62, all the way up to 88, 93. It'll go clunk, 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 and then they'll stop. They'll go away. Like, I don't know. You would think a sensor. You would think something shorting out. I don't know, guys. We've pretty much replaced every single sensor that has to do with fuel. Anything that has to do with fuel, it's pretty much been replaced. So, I don't know. Back to the drawing board, back to the forums, back to the research. Let me know what you guys think. If any of you guys out there, the problem is I can't find anybody that has the same problem. You know, I've been doing so much research, I cannot find out one person. So, I don't know, guys. Right now, we're just gonna drive it, see what happens. I mean, it is what it is. Like Chris said, try to drive it, try to get a check engine light maybe to turn on. The problem is it does not do it while I'm driving. Only does it sitting at idle. That's it. Will not do it while driving at all. So, I don't know. We're just going to drive and see what happens. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't click subscribe. Peace.
Yeah.